I was thinking about doing a couple 3 videos as addendums to the documentary. If and when I do flesh that out more, I have more ideas. That really is just the introductory first 20 minutes to set up the premises. And then the intent was to go into interviews with other survivormen, talk to a psychotherapist about the clinical definition of PTSD, and then to discuss the process of therapy. But I am not sure if I will go that far. But in lieu of that, these are addendums to the documentary. This particular one I am doing because I get a lot of people, because I've been married to a woman for 10 years. We've been together for 13. And then I'm telling everybody I'm gay. And we're separated, but we still live together. We're best friends, despite everything we've had to go through. We both wanted to maintain that friendship, everything that was real. But that's not what I want to talk about. I'm wearing my colors today because it's Pride Month, and this is the topic. People get a little bit confused. Here I am saying I'm gay, and I've been married to a woman. And people wonder, how in the hell can you not know you were gay? So I'm going to run through it real quick. Hopefully I don't want this to be too long, of what happened. Now there's parts of this that are a little more difficult for me to talk about. You'll get it when I get there. The simple truth is, when I was 12, was the first time the word gay in reference to me came through my head, and was promptly followed, like the documentary says, by the thought that my mother would not want that kind of son. I remember thinking that. So consequently, I tossed the concept of gay away. And so everything I experienced from 12 years old to like 15 did not get attached associatively to the concept of gay. All the times I just wanted to see a boy naked, all the chasing, all the ideas, stuff went into a different category. When I was 15 and I saw Alistair Gillis on television and went, holy crap, he's beautiful, everything came into focus briefly. And all I remember was thinking is, I can't be gay. I like girls. That was my excuse. I can recognize that a girl is pretty, so I must like girls. And so I can't be gay because, frankly, at that point for me, it was too difficult to think about. Because the more and more I thought about it, the more and more weight I felt. Losing my family, losing my friends, having to change my life. This is where my mind was. So I dismissed it. I just thought there was something wrong with me, and went back to pretending. But shortly after that, I met a boy named Joe. He was the real world perfect match to what I saw in Alistair Gillis. God, he had beautiful eyes. I loved his face. I loved his voice. The problem with Joe, because quite frankly, if he'd have stayed for another year, because I knew he wasn't gay. I knew he was straight, but I never used that thought, because I would have had to acknowledge that I was gay. So for me, all I ever thought was, he wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want that. Boys don't want that kind of thing. That's what I was thinking. I didn't associate it to gay. But Joe left an impression on me. Problem with Joe is he came into my life, got me enamored, and then disappeared, moved. And I was left like, and then I was lost. And I did not associate basically most of my experiences to the concept of gay. And that's where I was at when I went into the 3 years of abuse. when the guy, no, the worst of what happened to me, that started when I was living in a house off campus with him and 3 other guys. The 3 other guys were admittedly gay. So I took what that guy was doing to me and lumped it in the category of gay. I never saw it as abuse because I had already convinced myself I was just weak for letting it be what it was. So one of the reasons that I couldn't admit to gay within me was because I did not want to be like him. The other thing, in one of my small choral groups called Chamber Singers, there was this guy named Brad. He sat across from me. And I know I was looking at him. His face was okay, but I wanted his body. And when I asked a friend of mine about him, who was also in Chamber Singers, he had told me that the guy abusing me had already sucked his dick. And that, for me, was it. He had gotten away of everything. So everything I ever felt that was not associated to gay got trapped and locked inside me. And the concept, the term gay, was never able to apply to me. And unfortunately, and this is the part I don't like, Joe got locked in there with me. The only real world positive memory of anything. Feeling. I got older and Joe never did. So after a time, not understanding why I'm thinking about this faceless boy, as I'm now in my late 20s, the only conclusion I could make was that I was a pedophile. And that was the focal point of 25 years of self-hate. And one of the biggest reasons after my break why I could never ask for help. So what happened was anything that would have been realistically gay within me, I loathed and hated because I thought it was something else. And because of what I thought it was, I repressed it even deeper. This became the big lie of my life. When I broke in 2019, I had to go through the painful exorcism of all the misbeliefs around that lie, all the fear, all the self-hate. I had to pull it all out, and I had to tell somebody. That was one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. But after I did, it unlocked that prison within me. It allowed me to start seeing the truth. It allowed all that repressed pain and denial to come out. That is why I did not know I was gay. Do now.